Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 132, Calculus with Applications, Section 15.1, Problem 7. This is Section 15.1. It's problem number 7. We want to find the integral of 5x minus 1 in parentheses times x plus 2 in parentheses. Now, what makes this one a little different than the previous problems is before we can solve the integral, we have to clear the parentheses. So I'm still going to keep the integral symbol. And now let me clear my parentheses. So 5x times x is 5x squared. And then 5x times 2 will be 10x. And then negative 1 times x is minus 1x. And then negative 1 times positive 2 is minus 2. And all that is in parentheses. You have the dx on the end. Whenever you have an integral, there's a dx that comes with it. It's like a q and a u. You don't have the q without having the u after it. And now I can simplify my like terms a little bit here, the positive 10x and the minus 1x. So I'm going to write the integral again. It's still haven't found the answer yet. So I'll have 5x squared. That doesn't combine with any other x squares. But 10x to the first minus 1x to the first, that's going to be plus 9x to the first. And then minus 2, close up the parentheses, dx. Now that I've cleared the parentheses, now I can take the integral. So that 5x to the second, that's going to be 5 over 2 plus 1 x to the 2 plus 1. And again, the 2 is from the exponent of 2. Now the 9x to the first, there's no exponent written. Assume it's a first power. It is a first power. So you can have 9 over 1 plus 1 x to the 1 plus 1. The minus 2 on the end, you can figure it's a minus 2x to the 0, because you can think of it that way just to fit the formula we have. So it's going to be minus 2 over 0 plus 1 x to the 0 plus 1. And then you could have had some constant, some number that didn't have an x with it. And now we can clean this up a little bit. The first piece, 5 over 2 plus 1 x to the 2 plus 1, that'll be 5 over 3 x to the 3. And then the next piece, 9 over 1 plus 1 x to the 1 plus 1, that'll be 9 over 2x to the second. And then the next one, 2 over 0 plus 1x to the 0 plus 1, that just simplifies to 2x. And you have plus the constant. And now if you take the derivative of this, it doesn't go all the way back to the beginning. It would, if you take the derivative of your answer, you should get back the integral you had that was simplified after we cleared the parentheses. And you would. So the first piece, 5/3 x cubed, if you bring the 3 down times the 5/3, the 3's will cancel, leaving you a 5x, 1 less power b second. The 9x squared, if you take the derivative, the exponent of 2 comes down times the number in front, 9 over 2, the 2's cancel. 9x, 1 less power, 9x to the first. The 2x, when you take the derivative, would be just 2, which could be written 2x to the 0. The constant would go away when you take the derivative.